Alright, and welcome back to the channel. Hi there, I'm Colin Rose. This is the No More Mr. Nice Guy series. Today we're going to cover episode 8, Taking Care of Self. Robert Glover talks about in his book No More Mr. Nice Guy. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get started. So, how to learn to approve of yourself will be the topic of this episode. So, how to learn to approve of yourself. So, if you want to change a belief about yourself, or the nice guy belief about yourself, which we'll see in the next part here, if you would like to change it, one of the ways you can change it is to take care of yourself. This is going to change the nice guy belief, or start changing it. One of the components, right? If you want to change your belief about yourself, then take care of yourself. Because nice guys believe deep down at the core is that they are worthless, and that they have the toxic shame and everything. So their beliefs are that they are worthless, and the nice guy actions, the seeking approval, I'm the nicest guy ever. These are all actions that show this belief that they believe they are worthless. They are trying to mask it. That is essentially the belief. So when one of your core mental models is that you are worthless, doing something for yourself is extremely difficult and scary, because it's an action that is saying you are worth something, which is contradicting the belief, or the deeply held belief that you are worthless. Let's go into the next part. So one of the things you can do to start changing this belief or updating your mental models is you can start by listing things you can do. So start by making a list of things that you can do for yourself in your life, good things that you can do for yourself. Right? Robert Glover does give a few examples. I put a few of them from his book in here. Changed a few, but you can check it out in his book. Exercise, workout, go for a walk. Right? These are things that are good for you. Exercise on any self-development journey or any journey of bettering yourself. Exercise is a must. If you're feeling down, or feeling life is just not going where you want it, I would recommend the first step you do before anything, before the books or whatnot, is get a exercise or workout routine. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be massive. It can be, for example, going for a walk in nature or wherever, clearing your mind, do a light stretching exercise, start doing easy full body workouts. Well, not easy, but don't go too hard. This is going to help to regulate your emotions, and it's going to reduce a lot of the stress so that you can start thinking properly again. Because when you're at rock bottom, or when you're in a bad place, your mind is not always the clearest. This is going to help clear up your mind, in my opinion anyway. This is what's helped me. I am kind of exercising. I'm not doing massive things at the moment, but I'm going for walks, and I'm doing light exercises, stretching, getting there, building up the routine of it, and making a list of the things you can do. Excuse me. Another thing is you can eat healthy food. This again, this is going to improve your quality of life. and you start cutting back sugars, cutting back all the processed foods, you're gonna start feeling better. Same with get enough sleep, relax. Take some time to just relax and have some quiet time by yourself. You can think, and no phones, no TV, no music playing, no distractions. Just sit by yourself, relax, de-stress, right? Another thing that you could do is go out with male friends. I say male friends. I don't initially believe you can really have, if you are in a relationship, that you should have female friends. Um, it's just I don't see the point of it. Lately, I used to be in that position, and you know I can't talk to female friends as I would to male friends. We don't relate the same. So I would say go out with your male friends. If you have female friends and you're okay with that, that's totally fine. That is up to you. That's something you got to decide for yourself. This one is also one that I'll talk about a bit more now, but this is extremely difficult. Buying something for yourself, whether that's clothes, a watch, glasses, shirts, well, I say clothes already, anything that you want, that takes a lot. Get dental work done. Maybe you have some others, health checks, get a physical. Maybe you don't have time to listen to music that you want to listen to. You can listen to that. Right? These are some things you can do that are good for you. This is just a few examples. You can, I would add things, and with this listing things you can do for yourself, or doing essentially doing good things for yourself. I have to keep reminding myself to do this one as well. My instincts or immediate response is I have to push myself to go out and do things for myself. For example, going out to the dentist, I will push that back and say, no, I would rather I have to get this done first, this one, make sure everyone is okay, save money for this, someone else to do something. Getting new glasses, even that is on the back burner. Even something simple as getting new clothes. Recently, I had a bit of an argument. Um, Went out with my LTR, and LTR, for those who don't know, is long-term uh, relationship, right? Is your partner, wife or girlfriend, or your long-term relationship. If you're in an LTR, right? So getting new clothes. She wanted to get me some new shirts, and I denied it and tried to run away in a sense. Just brushed it off, which in turn kind of insulted her because she wanted to do something nice for me, and I kind of just shoved it in her face in a way, not physically or not meanly, but just it was, I always deny doing something for myself. So it can impact other people as well when they want to do something nice for you. Um, it can be a bit frightening at first doing these things for yourself. Another example for myself is eating out at work. We'd go at lunchtime, the coworkers would go eat out at a restaurant or something, and if I would go and join them, I would feel guilty because my LTR again is at home, cooking her own meal, or things like that. So I would feel guilty for doing things for myself. So what I would recommend here, if you still got the journal or if you got the piece of paper, make a list um, of things that you can do for yourself, and you can add things as you go, as you discover. And then just look at that list daily. Maybe start doing one of the things on that list. Just start with it. Go slowly with it. and you can work your way up to doing more or doing bigger things, excuse me, down the line. Um, you're gonna at first you're gonna feel discomfort or frightened doing this, and then the next part I will explain why you will feel this from Robert Glover's definitions. Excuse me again. Let's go to the next slide. The clashing. What is the clashing? So again, this is when I was saying you're gonna feel frightened or guilty or scared, uncomfortable doing things. It's because you're gonna have this clashing. And what is the clashing? The clashing is what happens when you start to do good things for yourself and you have this deeply held belief or core mental model that you are worthless. As a nice guy, that is deep down, that is what you kind of believe, that you are worthless. So when you start doing good things for yourself, you're having this clashing of messages in with your core beliefs. Because doing good things for yourself will challenge the belief that you are worthless. It is a competing message, right? You'll get competing messages, and only one message will win. Only one of them will win. Either so it's like the wolf that feeds. Which wolf will survive? The one in the dark or the one in the light? And it's the one that you feed that will survive. I can't remember who said that saying. Something similar to that. Might have butchered it up, but something similar to that. So the one you feed will win. So if you feed the belief that you are worthless, then that's the belief or the mental model that will win. If you feed slowly at the beginning, if you feed the mental model that you are worth something, then eventually it will win, and that will become your core belief. And at first, it's going to be scary and uncomfortable again. You may feel some guilt, but just keep going, just keep doing it. Um, so another thing to remember is the core messages from childhood, right? So nice guys, their mental models are from their childhood, which is again, it's toxic shame, and it's not okay to be myself, the authentic me, and that's what you need to replace and update. So you got to update that the software in your mind, right? You got to get better mental model, which reflects the belief or reflects your actual worth. And the way to start doing that is to start doing things for yourself. Um, Robert Glover gives an example in his book, a live example, or someone's life, or someone that he's worked with. You can check out his book. He's got more details and he goes into more in depth than I'm going to cover here. But essentially, the nice guys started, or the nice guy from his example, started with small things for himself. He would just start with small things, and then you would work out, eventually going to bigger things. For example, I think it was spending $2,000 on a trip or something. I'm not sure. I cannot remember the exact example. But it gives examples there of how it goes. And another thing to note about the whole nice guy syndrome, overcoming it or becoming your authentic self, thing to note is this is not a quick fix. There is no quick fixes for it. This is going to take time and dedication, and possibly it's a lifetime journey. I mean, you're going to have to keep updating your core beliefs and checking that you don't slip back into being a nice guy. Is very easy to go back to your previous ways. Your comfort zone, which you need to get out of your comfort zone. So this is going to take a long time. So the example the key thing that I took away from Robert Glover's example in this chapter that he gives is it took the guy or the nice guy 6 months to work up to doing something sort of big for himself, um, which is kind of long, which I understand. It takes time to get comfortable, to get really comfortable with it. Um, and stop feeling guilty about doing these things. So yeah, I would say so. Make a long-term plan. Don't look for a quick fix. Keep going with it. Just go do one thing a day. Who knows? Maybe you snowball with the snowball effect. It takes you less time to get comfortable with it to override the core belief, depending on how far you are in the nice guy syndrome. I would say I think there is different levels. Um, you know, between different people. Some people are super far in, where they're going to take a lot longer to get comfortable with these things. Other people, for them, it's easier to change the mental models, and they'll start pushing themselves a lot harder, and which will give results a lot quicker. But they will still all have to monitor and check that they don't fall back into the nice guy syndrome. So yeah, so it's gonna be scary. It's all about changing and replacing, updating your mental models, and that's gonna take time, as I said. What else? Let's see. Covered that. Yeah, I think that's it for this one. Uh, like the video. Let me know what you think. Put it in the comments there. What are some things that you could start doing for yourself? Suggest some for other people who are reading in the comments. Maybe suggest a list of things that you could do for yourself. What are you struggling with in regards to doing things for yourself? How do you respond when someone offers to do something for you, get you something nice? Let me know in the comments. Also, any good criticism, welcome. Let me know how you like the video, how I can improve in, and cheers. See you in the next one.